What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Carwash Show Europe 2025. A day, 2 days to represent Labocosmetica for the car wash industry. And I think I got a moment that I'm going to spend now, after a time, trying to find out all the strengths and possibilities of the Labocosmetica, for now, ready-to-use line in Varius, Texia, and as the pre-wash, Inizio. So we got a pre-wash, we got an all-purpose cleaner, we got a fabric cleaner. I will be the first to admit, I was very hesitant about this project. When you already have stuff like Primus, Glico, Ductile, Purifica, I mean, at some point you set the bar so high that it's going to be more challenging to overcome that bar. I mean, Labocosmetica's Purifica, until this day, nobody is even close to what Purifica can do. Nobody. It's literally every single time I get one of these products, I see, okay, you've got an acid product, but it's not doing anything. Or it's doing so little that I have to use so much before it starts clearing out something. And when this word, we are going to make ready to use, started, I will be the first to admit I was very hesitant. Because the easy way would say you take the most common used dilutions, you add a new smell, and you got a new product. Say you take Primus 1 to 10, I add a new smell, I got a ready-to-use Primus. I take a Ductile 1 to 5, I change the smell, I got a ready-to-use. But they are such only dilutions from an existing concentrate. So it would not be Marco if Marco would be Marco to create something that has never been created before. And that is the result of the three products standing right in front of me in the form of Texia, Varius, and Inizio. I could spend hours and days telling you how much technology is inside and how we formulated these products. And with my limited knowledge about chemistry, I don't want to make any claims. You know, I'm not going to mention expensive ingredients inside that I have known nothing about, like SiO2. It's great. I've never seen it. I know how it looks like. It's a white powder, but there are many white powders. Could be anything. Saying that you know what silicium carbonate is or polysiloxane, polysilasanes, great that you say this, but you have no clue what they are. So the complexity of these formulas is unable to be explained by me. If anybody, and only the person that actually made this. So I would say Marco knows more about this than I do, but the one that actually made it, Giacomo and Riccardo, they know what's inside. And the information I got to make it as simple as possible is that they created a combination of ingredients in this formula that is now a unique formula, a formula that has never been created before. But it's so unique that right now we are unable to make concentrated versions of this formula. If we go concentrated than this, the product becomes unstable. Right now, it's perfectly stable, as it is, in this combination of ingredients, in this formulation. But to make a concentrate, you take the concentrates. We are not going to make a concentrate from a ready-to-use product if we already have the greatest line of concentrates in the world. But then there needs to be the fit. Where are we going to fit these products? For me, as a professional, or as a former professional, because let's be straight, am I still detailing full-time? No. Am I still grinding full-time? No. I'm more in training and product development. So it's more important for me to teach people what's inside and how to use it successfully, so it becomes an asset inside of a business. I've been playing around a little bit. You know, I test products a little bit differently than most people. They try the product, they try it once, slick gloss smell, that's it, you know nothing. So I will take a little bit of an opportunity to explain where I have found the strengths of these formulations. I think Inizio, the name by itself, means the start. How should it then compare to Primus? You do not, because you do not compare a ready-to-use product to a concentrate. Concentrate is very easy to adapt. You can add a little bit, you can take a little to customize the job that you need or the dirt that you need to be removed. So when you make a ready-to-use product, you are thinking about a wide spectrum of contamination and usage, you know. These are the people that ask for these products and say, I just want to put a trigger on it, I want to shake it, spray it, rinse it, and I want to be done. I don't want to think about dilution ratios, I don't want to calculate, I just want to use it. And that usage should then be satisfactory enough to be convinced to either use this product more or buy more or find another place for this. Because I was thinking, why then a ready-to-use product if I can just take a Primus 1 to 10, foam it, spray it, rinse it, done. And I was thinking, I came back from Italy. I drove 1,000 kilometers. I put the car outside. I look at the car, and there was a little bit of rain, semi-sun, so I got light contamination. Car's protected with something, you know, let's call it something. And I saw that not the entire car had substantial enough of dirt to break up a bottle of Primus, make a dilution of 1 to 10, spray, foam, double tap it, rinse it. I thought this is an absolute fantastic opportunity to use a product like this. So I had the bumper covered in butt guts. I got some aerodynamical concentrated contamination stripes, ACCS, patent pending ilduodextra, very important. I had some on the mirror, side mirrors. My wheels were a little bit more dirty. But in fact, not all the car was dirty enough to break open that bottle of Primus. So I used Initio directly in sunlight because I didn't want to have to hassle to think. I just wanted to do, act, and perform. So when I used this product, it started drying up, and it can perfectly dry up because it doesn't dry up completely like a normal soap, where you have the soap residue, the water evaporates, and you have this substance left that in most cases could be difficult to rinse off. So when you use an Initio, you have this slumbering, dormant kind of a surfactant. You spray it on the surface, you see it dry up, but it stays, I think, oily, fatty, it's like buttering up a pan. It looks like this. Surfactants go dormant, and they need to be able to go dormant because you need some time to go around the car before you touch everything. So by the time you at the front and you go to the back, there has been some time spent. So we need to make sure that when that product does slumber and sleep a little bit, it doesn't fall asleep forever and can be reawakened with a jet of water, rinsing off the product and adding more dwelling time. So if you compare it to Primus in dwelling time, this one beats it by a long shot. And then the formulation of the smell. I'm going to move a little bit. Maybe I can, is this moving with me? This is not moving with me. Then I'm going to move to you to this side. If you only look at this section here, we are looking at the fruits of the labor of Julia, the product development master in Labocosmetica in La Mafra, that they discovered a huge segment in the market that has been untouched. The amount of money going in car perfumes, I'm not going to mention the number, but I'm not going to give you free information. You can find this online. But it's mind-blowing how much money is going into car perfumes. We spent more on car perfumes development last year than many budgets of R&D combined together from many brands. The numbers are ridiculous. The same goes for these products, Texia, Varius, and Initio. They have smells inside that I have never smelled before. And that says a lot, smelling chemicals. I'm still happy I'm alive because I don't think it's a smart idea to smell the concentrate. I think it's more smart to smell the dilution or the ready-to-use version because then the concentration has been downgraded a little bit, and the chemicals, the rise of the dangerous chemicals, you know, I'm scared to say that I've seen a lot of naphtha, very dangerous chemical, being added in new line of products that have been coming out the last months. And for Labocosmetica, the balance of power and safety will always be one of the key points to develop these products. So from the user experience, you have the ease of use, you have the forgiveness, you have the safety, you have the power, you have the experience of the smell, the cleanliness, and everything. I find that this product is the definition of a ready-to-use. So the question then rises, what is it then left if it falls short? Well, if it's not strong enough to go into the range of cleanliness with this product. Now, there is of course a limit. You can imagine that a ready-to-use product does not have the same potency like a concentrate. So if a product like this is used in a nice interval with not too much caked in product, then you will have a blast using this. And if it's not enough, don't worry, we got the concentrates. And that concentrate is more than enough. I will focus on a different video where I'm going to talk a little bit about the new line of products in PPF and wraps, traffic film removers, alkaline, acidic, and a cleaner. For them, one of them has the greatest smell I've ever smelled, and that's saying a lot because Purifica is still one of my favorites, and I cannot even describe the words from this scent. There is no clarification for me to say, oh, it's lavender, it's cherry, it's peach, it's lime, it's whatever. It's something completely new. Then when we move to Varius, and I'm now talking about the APC ready to use, and I've been using it for I think 2 months straight. Also buying it myself, trying it on different surfaces. I think the best things from this product is the cleaning power, the variety I've been using it, because I'm also secretly been using this as a textile cleaner, although we have this one as well. But if it is an APC, I'm talking about APC, all-purpose cleaner. No buts. Do not let dry stuff or have the direct sunlight stuff, you know. If an APC can clean anything, then it's an APC. If it's an AAPC, almost all-purpose cleaner, you know, with the butts inside, we're talking in a different range. For them, there's also a place for those kind of products. Varius, I see, I'm going to talk both, because I might as well say both, because both of them have what is crazy enough, 0 to low foam during processing. So when I'm using a scrub pad, it foams so little and it evaporates, that foam disappears so fast that I have a concentrated version. I would say it's almost like a concentrated version, working its way into the surface, penetrating deeper, working longer, evaporating slower, creates no foam, 0 to no foam, because there is still a little bit foam. You know, if you use the brushes, you know, you still have a little bit foam, but that foam is not going to build up. It's not going to expand. It's not going to rise. It's not going to create difficulties when you're wiping off. Combination with tools, I've used Duo Scrub, I've used the brush, I've used a Ideale interior towel, basically HPC spray, wipe, done. And that evaporation and no stickiness, and then the smell that's kept behind, gives it something very nice. Texia, I've already done everything you can. I've done extraction, I've done steam, I've done towel, I've done wipe dry, I've done dry application. Only thing I've not been using is the drill brush, but the drill brush is not in my arsenal because there's absolutely no surface I need to clean with a drill brush in the work that I have. But even with the drill brush, it does not generate foam enough that becomes a nuisance. Or it generates foam that the drill brush is going to blast the foam all over the place, that you spend more time getting rid of the foam of cleaning than the actual wiping down of the dirt. And this is something that is never in a quotation of a professional detailer. I've never seen it before. It might be out there, but I've never seen it before, is that the side work of, for example, removing polish residue or dust from the polish or chemicals flying around splatter the floor, we are spending time cleaning surfaces that have been affected or have been touched by a chemical. And using Texia, I came to the conclusion that with this evaporation rate and this penetrating power, with this smell, it could rival something that of most of the concentrates that I know. The Glico Ductile is hard to beat, especially because it's a two-step system. But if it's that simple spot, I mean, it's not going to be my go-to for an entire interior. If it's an entire interior, I'm going to move to the concentrates. But if I got spot work, something inside that is just a little spot, a little coffee stain, a little food stain, a little stain of something else, then this product is that. I got it, rinse, spray, brush, wipe, done. I mean, the processing time is then becoming so short. Drying time. You spray this product on, you see it looks like, it doesn't look like detergent. It is something else. It's something unique, something really special. I don't think I want to add anything more because I still want for you to experience something that I've not mentioned. And I also want the people to find out more things that you can do with these products. I'm not talking about the crazy off-label uses. I'm not talking about rinsing your interior of your house and stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff around the car. I am curious, very curious to see what the people outside using these products can figure out, something outside my imagination, where these products become even more successful. That's still 15 minutes. My God. If you're still watching, thank you for still watching. If you're going to watch in the future, keep watching in the future. I got more coming. And for the usage of the products, I will spend some time as well, but I want some real results. And I am disgusted to see that 90% of content creators are calling something dirty when it's absolutely not. And I understand if you have shitty products that cannot handle that dirt, that's okay. But don't say that a surface is dirty when it's not. Because the line is shifting so much that I don't even have an understanding what dirty is. If you go to Korea or if you go to Europe, the understanding of what is dirty is very different. What a Korean calls dirty is something that a Dutch guy would call semi-clean. So, again, thank you guys for watching. I see you at the next one.